We are going to install my new headlights.
And what else?
My door bushings.
Yes. Jog your memory there. Door bushings.
It's fine, and then when I go like
Okay, so what are we gonna do now?
right now we're gonna install the door bushings, and so this will kind of help stiffen the car. So I feel like right now the door is a little shaky, it's a little loud in here, so I kind of want it to be a little more quiet. So this, I heard, was supposed to really help with that. So
Yeah, it should stiffen up the entire car by making the doors like an active part of the chassis instead of just, you know, sitting there as a middle piece and not really doing a whole lot, because these are really kind of spongy down here. They feel like a little gummy bear.
and we got red.
That really annoying gummy bear song from early internet.
And they're red. I wish they were pink.
Performance red, so they're gonna be faster too. So
I wish I had pink.
yeah, I don't.
Well, this is my car.
Yeah. So
Can
ideally,
we spray paint it?
So ideally, those should just fit in there. You know, like these are some cheaper Amazon one, I believe. Some people have said with some of these aftermarket ones, you might have to sand them down a little bit to fit okay. In the case of mine, I had the Garage Star ones and they fit up perfectly.
Is that what these are?
No, they're an Amazon one. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so you got me the cheap stuff.
Yeah. Because you didn't buy it. Sorry, if you don't recommend a brand, I get you what you get.
If it was a gift, I thought you would, you know, put me on your budget, what you would buy. Ready?
So what tool are you going to use here?
I'm using this tool.
What is that tool?
Well, I got a 10,
It's the All Sacred 10.
and I'm using a Husky.
That's not a husky, that's a James. That's just a dog.
Wrench. I mean,
Bum, bum, bum.
oh, so it's a socket thing.
You obviously.
I have a name, I forgot.
You obviously don't want to be a millionaire.
It's a ratchet.
Yeah, we know what you are, but what's that?
David.
I'm kidding. Yes, that's what that is. Anyways, what are you gonna do?
Undo this door bushing.
That's a good explanation.
I'm gonna plug it in and wrench it loose.
Do it.
Okay.
Let's see it. The people want to see it.
Okay.
Onlyfans.com.
James. I feel like my hand's awkward.
Get the Onlyfans.com.
Oh, here, I'll just put it.
Y'all give a visit to my website, onlyhands.com.
Oh, let's do this.
Now, what's it feel like?
Like a rubbery.
Squishy.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really. Yeah, I guess it's a little squishy.
Yeah.
Is the other one polyurethane?
No, it's called Delrin.
Delrin?
Yeah, it's like a hard.
Sounds like a city in World of Warcraft, like Dalaran.
Dude, just get back into the.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, better. There you go. Now don't tighten it down all the way.
I'm not here.
Just leave it like that. Well, no, I was saying.
Oh.
I backed it up some. Now leave it like that and put the other one in. Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
I'm sorry.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Yeah, about the same tightness. You want this to be, loosen it up just slightly on each one. Here you go. So we're gonna want it to move around a little bit so that when the door closes, this is gonna kind of take the shape of whatever the door conforms to, or how do I explain that? It's gonna take the shape of the receiver on the door and line up in the right place, hopefully.
Okay.
So let's start with that. Here, shut the door, let's see, slowly.
How hard am I shutting it? Like normal?
No, let's see. Hopefully it should line up there. Actually, let's tighten it just a little more. All right, now try tightening that.
All the way?
Well, yeah, just with your hands all the way. Now, I would think they would start to kind of self-clearance after a little bit. They are just a tad bit thick, so the clearances are going to be a lot tighter than the rubber was. So let's try closing it and opening it a little bit for a while. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't bother me.
I mean, it's going to be there's going to be a little more effort.
I'd rather be quiet than...
Yeah, I think it's fine. Some catnip. Maybe. Trust what you got.
These are my new headlights. I believe that they're Jeep compatible too.
So what do we need to do first then?
Disconnect the battery. I may or may not have learned my lesson by not doing that one time.
What almost happened?
I almost had an electrical fire.
You kind of did.
I mean, I did, but
Pretty lucky.
yeah.
Alright, so let's start with that. All right, so what are you doing?
I am disconnecting the battery.
Yep. What size is it?
10. It's connected. Now we have to get a screwdriver and go on with these two sides and then these two, and then this plastic trim should be able to come out, and then we have to go with another a skinnier screwdriver to go into these two screws right here
On the front,
in the front.
once the plastic comes off.
Yeah, and then so then this should come out.
Okay, let's start with that then. So what screwdriver do you have there?
I think it's a Philip.
Nope.
Oh, is that a brand?
No. Don't you remember those ones?
I got a Vessel,
Yep.
It's the JDM.
this one. Yeah,
right?
the Japanese ones for those Japanese screws.
How fitting.
Literally. Yep. It's almost like they designed it that way, huh?
Kinda.
Excuse me, your hair is blowing in the shot.
Sorry.
Stop being so luscious.
Are we getting hair tie? I'll have my next mod.
What is your next mod?
I'm gonna darken these.
You're such a scene kid. No, that's fine. You're just hello ricer is all.
Oh my god, it's my car, so I do what I want.
I'm glad it's yours and not mine.
Okay, cool.
Pink hoses.
Shut up.
Unreal.
Okay, so now
Looks like it comes down.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you just pull it down some. You're not gonna break this. There you go. Now she's
I
naked
do
like
have
mine.
it. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So with that trim piece off, now I have to unscrew. It's only one screw. Oh, no, I have one screw here. 1, 2, 3, right?
There we go. Simple as that.
So now I'm going to disconnect the light.
Yeah. These old plastic clips really suck sometimes.
Okay. So now I'm just screw this back in.
All right, so we're just kind of winging this as we go. I wasn't really necessarily planning on doing this today. We just thought it might be
Plug and play.
well, yeah, pretty much. I didn't realize that the LED halo had additional connections that you need to do. This part will just plug and play into your standard headlight connector here, but if you want to use the turn signal, or I'm sorry,
Indicator.
you want to use the LED ring as a turn signal or as a daytime running light, you need to run these two wires in. So that is what we're going to do. I have some old wiring actually from my Honda Rebel, and this will do close enough. We've got a green one, which is perfect because there's a green wire here, and then there is a red wire. We'll use the orange one. Doesn't really matter what color it is, but it'll be nice to have the distinction between the two. So we're going to use this wiring and run to the wiring here for the daytime running light and the turn signal indicator. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do now, and probably going to have to do a lot of this myself, but hey, that's okay.
But it's okay, I'm gonna help. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything. So we can get both functionalities for the turn signal and the daytime running lights out of this. The easiest way to do it is going to be to unplug the harness here and actually just take this off the car entirely and work with it down here. Here's our wiring that we're going to use. We're going to be tapping into the red and the green wires here. Okay, so unfortunately I don't have enough of these male spade connectors that I need to plug into the headlights themselves, but Selena's gonna run and pick those up with my car. And while she's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and splice in the wiring for this. So we're gonna be cutting our red and green wires. I'm just gonna cut them here in the middle. Don't wanna cut close to the ends. You can hear my stupid loud Tundra fan. Here in the center, on this side as well. There we go. And then I'm going to cut this in half here. Use one for each side today. There we go. And then our orange wire, do the same thing. This is going to be our red wire, if you will. Okay, now that that's done, gonna want a crimping and wire stripping tool. So this is 22 to 18 wire gauge. I want to say this is 18. Yep, looks like it's 18. So you'll put that side in the corresponding. If you've never used wire strippers before, there's actually holes that are designated for that wire size. So you put it in the corresponding hole, squeeze it, pull. These ones are kind of crappy, so they don't work great, but should take the ends right off of it. You can hear Selena blaring music in the truck. So do this to both sides of your bulb harness here. Go. Okay, that is one harness down. All right, so I have these really great little connectors that Taylor actually introduced me to. They're heat shrink connectors, but they have solder in the middle, so you don't have to solder anything. You don't have to crimp or solder. So it's gonna be really nice to be able to use these. I'm presuming red should be 22 to 18 gauge. So we're gonna try that out and see how these things work. You just need a heat gun to melt that solder and to shrink the shrink wrap around it. So, should be able to heat shrink this. Ideally you would do this not on your paint, but I mean, you can tell I don't really care too much about the Miata's paint. There we go. Now we've got a watertight and sealed connection there. I was in a rush there and I actually, you can see, just what I meant to do was run this wire in parallel with the new wire, and I just totally bypassed that, rendering this end of it useless. So don't rush through it like I was doing. Don't make that mistake. That was really dumb. Let me go ahead and fix it now though. Just gonna have to chop off that bit in a minute. Anyways, there is what one electrical harness should look like for this. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh, it is zoomed out. Yeah, so you can see that the connections still run to the other side of the harness, but we've just essentially spliced in our two wires, our red and green, and now these can plug in to the headlight and be used for the daytime running and the turn signals. Got to do the other one of those and throw it on. So just one more.
I think I have a second one. The same way he described it in the first time is the same way.
We are going to put a little bit of electrical tape around the crimp portions though, where we added the spade connectors.
Things.
All right, now it's time to actually go ahead and put the headlights in and run the wiring through there. So these actually need to
What size
go back through here.
So before, oh, so zoomed in. Lit. Okay. So now, before we screw this in, Dave's gonna plug up the battery and we're gonna see if this works.
Oh, you know what? No, they're not gonna work either. Okay, well, good news is the headlights work. That's the easy part. The bad news is that Selena was already having an electrical issue. The blinkers have not been working. Totally forgot about that. And so yeah.
But if you know how to fix that, please comment and help me figure out how to.
Well, we haven't barely looked into it. We can figure it out. Shouldn't be hard.
We figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta figure it out.
We do that. But we have the wiring there ready for it when we fix it. So now we're just going to finish up the other side and then we'll come back and actually finalize these at some point. Let's put on the shroud though for this.
So unfortunately, we won't be able to see all the functions of the light because I do have a wiring issue with my headlights right now. So we won't be able to see the indicator or the daytime light on right now. But once we do fix that wiring issue, we will make a second video.
You can see we got the wiring all nice and tidy. Got some nice wire loom that it wraps in there. comes up and through the back of the headlight here. And then the same over here as well too.
For track, and so when you do that,
you're
it's
too
like,
good for the track now, huh?
that's what I'm saying.
You're a stance posy kid now.
My car's too good for the track to be.
Whoa, there it
look
is.
how pretty he is.
I mean, it does look
He
pretty
doesn't
good.
want to be beat up.
Well, I don't think anyone wants to be.
Think about it.
You know what? We're gonna have to blur that part.
I don't want to mess it up. I'm like,
What? Are you saying mine's messed up?
well, I mean, you made it to be messed up.
Whoa! I made it to be messed up. I purposefully just mess it up.
I mean, with your everything's gutted, you know, so you purposely want for track.
So,
But I mean, in saying that, I'm sure I'll want to track it.
probably so.
I do.
So are you happy with these new mods?
I am happy. I love it. I think it's really great. I think it's a really big upgrade from going from the stock headlights to the LED ones. I can see, I'm sure, further and better, but I haven't tested it out yet, so.
What about the door bushings?
I haven't driven, so I don't know.
That's true. But they look cool.
I want to paint them, like pink or something.
You want to paint them?
Like pink.
They're not going to withhold paint.
Oh, because of scraping.
Yeah. Anyways,
I do love it.
don't listen to her.
Okay.
Things are good. Car is good. Life is good.
Like and subscribe, comment if you have any questions.
I'm going to direct all those questions to you. I hope you know.
Okay.
I'm not answering these ones.
Okay.
This is all yours.
Then feel free to follow my Instagram page. Then,
Oh,
if you
no,
have any
no plug.
questions.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. We're done with this.
91 Miss
Out.
Blue.
Out.
Thank you.